Alright.
Alrighty, everybody. Hello. Sorry, I'm late. I was a little bit late getting home. So, luckily I was able to set stuff up nice and easy. Welcome to another Banjo race. Group B, we got Shlongster versus Synii today. Say hello, everyone.
What up?
Hello, hello.
So yeah, hopefully it'll be a good race. We've seen a lot of good and bad seeds when they're generated by me, so we'll see what I got for you guys today. So, are we all ready to start? Oh, Synii is quiet. Okay, let me turn him up in Discord.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Long John Thomas. Wait, one second. Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I turned
I'm ready.
Synii up, so should be good. Okay, start it up in 3. Oh, hang on a sec. Okay, start up in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. Alrighty, and off they go. Alright, so Shlongster doing the play to go immediately to CAC. Meanwhile, Synii is going to be getting his song from Bolero. Nothing in the open crater. Oh, and we got Sun Song from Bolero for Synii. And on top, I can't even see what that is, but it looks like a slingshot. I think that's a slingshot on top, so it's interesting. Ooh, this is gonna be close. I think he'll make it though. Oh yeah, lots of time. Okay, and we got Fire Temple as vanilla. So yeah, let me know. Ooh, this is a banger. This is a Donkey Kong Country 2, I think. No, this is Donkey Kong Country 1. Yeah, this is like the Jungle Japes. Or Jungle Hijinks, or whatever it's called. Or something like that. Either way, it's a great song. By the way, you guys will have to let me know if music is like too quiet, too loud, because my settings kind of got reset. I saw Shlong went and checked the... Oh, we got a big chest here. A wallet right away. Not too bad for Synii. I mean, gives them real fast access to a what's it called? Uh-oh. So we got DC, Spirit. Ah, fuck. That was so fast. Alright, so we got... Okay, Shlong's got a hint. Death Mountain Trail is foolish. Desert Colossus was Way of the Hero. Colossus, and that was Epona's song is at Prelude check. Oh my god, there's just so much stuff. I can't keep track of it all right away. Okay. So Shlong gets Serenade from the windmill. Starting with Bolero and Serenade right off the bat, not bad. Also, hey lady, hey flame, hey pixel. I don't know if I said hi to anyone in chat, but there's a lot to keep track of right at the very beginning of the seed. Alright, let's go back. So we got Fire is in Deku, then we got Spirit, Forest, and DC. Oh, and wait. What was the Spirit medallion? Oh, it was Jabu. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, I missed where DC leads to, but Synii is about to check that, so... Very nice. Looks like I won't be missing out after all. Meanwhile, Shlongster is about to go see what Dampe is. Okay, it's Shadow Temple. So, Shadow Temple in Dodonga's entrance. Hey, Eric's. Hello, ifs, ands, or buts. That last one's my favorite. Will Shlong continue undefeated? We'll see. It'll be interesting. Yeah. Synii almost like ultra crushed me yesterday, but I just happened to get lucky with the hookshot location. So we'll see if another item manages to thrash him today, and then, you know, Shlongster will clutch out the victory. Alright, I think there was another hint that said Frogs is dead. Yeah, I see that on Synii's tracker. So Frogs 2 is dead as well. Synii about to get his Serenade. See, I guess the one thing I'm really thinking of is I think Synii definitely made like kind of a better play going to Crater right away. Just because, you know, if Spawn is like the entrance to, if Spawn is the entrance to kind of Market as adult. Okay, 40's dead. 30's dead. 50 is dead. Okay. We don't have a Skull Seed. Sorry, Gogo. Yeah, yesterday felt so bad for me. Like, I felt like I was wasting, like, just so much of my time in, like, the very beginning of the seed. It's tough when you don't have bombs, you know? Whoa, did Shlong never check this? Shlongster? Yeah, Shlong's trying to look up. I'm telling you, that looks like a slingshot. It's got to be slingshot. I mean, Shlong talked to Anju. Did he never go into the house? Because he didn't mark it on his tracker. I mean, I hope he just forgot. Because that's kind of huge. That's one of those checks that you just, like, never go back to. I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, doing this... Yeah, if he forgot that, it's kind of bad. Because, I mean, his route was, like, pretty, like, all around, but then he kind of went straight to check skulls. Alright, there's Shlongster's wallet, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did a save warp. Or not even save warp, just go back to become child, because, I mean, what else is he going to do as adult? There's a lot more to do in the early game as child, but... Alright, so Shlong's finding out his medallions. So far, no, well, I guess there's one way the hero, but that's about it. Alright, so I guess what are the stones? So we got Deku DC Jabu Forest, so we got fire... We got fire, water, and... forest. Yeah. So fire, forest, water. Wait, where did Synii get Sunsong from? Oh, I marked it on his tracker that he got it. Oh, he got it from Bolero. That's right. So Shlong has that. He should have that too. I'm so confused. I think Shlong is like, I mean, he's going back to CAC. Like, oh no, he's going to the river. No, he's going to CAC. No, he's going to river. I don't know what Shlongster's doing. Oh, Shlongster did get Sun Song. Okay. Okay, he did get it. Good. He just didn't mark it. But he didn't mark that sword, so that means he forgot to get the Kokiri sword. That is gonna be really rough. Because, I mean, when would you ever think to, like, go back in there unless you suddenly thought, oh yeah, I forgot to get it. I mean, if Kokiri sword isn't required, then sure, but, I mean, even if it's not a required item, it's still, like, really, really useful. Yeah. I mean, it's just part of my, like, you know, route. You talk to Andrew, you go into the house, right? Want comm help? Sure, if you want to join in. Just jump into race 1 and I'll drag you in. Welcome, welcome.
What up?
Oh, you know, just doing a little bit of commentary. Let me share my OBS window with you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hook shot for Shlongster out of Zora's River. So
Ooh,
that is
that's
definitely
nice.
a big one to get, though.
Yeah, so... There you go. Oh, and I
Spirit
missed that
Temple,
win.
Way of the Hero.
That was Spirit. Okay.
Spirit Temple, Way of the Hero, yeah. So I just think that if Shlongster does not get the Kokiri sword, that is going to be a huge detriment. Because getting Kokiri sword this early usually means that whatever is in Deku Tree is not only expected for you to clear it, but also expected you to clear it early. So I'm expecting full on that this is going to be like, if Shlongster does not get that, it's going to be real bad for him.
Oh, Pixel Zora's River was WAF? Okay, I must have missed that when, Ooh, I like that setup to get that, ledge. Okay,
Sacred Forest Meadow, Way of the Hero as well. So that's 4 of our Way of the Heroes early.
Yeah. I mean, Sacred Forest Meadow Way of the Hero, though, is, like, pretty boring Way of the Hero.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where you're just sort of gonna get it naturally anyway, so...
Yeah. It's like, oh, which song is it? Ooh, Synii's got a really nice free ZZ Peak here. I really like this song. Sorry you can't hear it.
It's okay. I just turned on the stream for like a quarter of a second to be like, oh yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, Ice Trap, get wrecked.
First ice trap I've seen in a little while. So that hook shot is definitely going to help Shlongster a little early. I mean, Synii, I guess he won't find it that early unless he finds bombs. Just because he's not going to get up Zora's River as child.
Yeah. It's not going to necessarily like be the biggest thing in the world depending on a couple factors, but Shlongster for sure at this point. Storms on Epona's. Shlongster at this point for sure is definitely just gonna backflip over Mido, check Forest Entrance alongside getting the song at this point, especially getting the SFM Way of the Hero for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Brief
one of
pit
the
stop in the
potentials.
Mido's house.
Plus, I mean, there's 3 hints there, right? So it's a nice. It's always nice to go there early, just because of the hint density, regardless of what song you get. But I mean, that being said, I mean, songs are incredibly powerful really early. So.
Yeah, especially if you get warps that just chain into each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing the save warp location from Synii here. Shlongster is.
He might be coming here for the hints.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like the only reason you're coming here is a hint, unless you actually did pick up Kokiri Sword and we just missed it.
No, you need to open it as Mido for Deku Tree to be open. So he's definitely coming here just for hints, which guarantees that he didn't just forget to mark it on his tracker, because otherwise he would be coming here as child.
Yeah, 100%.
So.
Ice Cavern Foolish.
Alrighty. I kind of like Ice Cavern Foolish. So, but what song is that then? Oh, that must be their junk hint. So prelude will be on Ice Cavern, which will just be like a blue rupee or something.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's like, and then ooh.
Ocarina teaches
Time.
Sarias. Synii turning it to night. Seems like we're gonna get the Dompe to come out here as we do a couple child things. Probably some skulls along the way. Shlongster, on the other hand, heading into Lost Woods now. Again, gonna probably be backflipping over Mido, getting that quick check along with the hints coming with it.
Yeah. And we'll be able to... Okay, so GTG is in Water Temple.
Water Temple entry is one of those things where it's like anytime there's a dungeon that has a lot of checks in it, you just sort of internally hope like, oh, please, Logic, don't make me go there. Because that's like, well, now I need Iron Boots and Hookshot. My favorite.
Yeah. Come on, Shlong, look a little bit more to the right. Little bit more to the right.
Yeah,
you don't need
it's
to look
too
up
far,
either.
Too far to the left right now for that.
Yeah. Oh, that might work. There we go.
Yeah, that, as you can say, that angle would definitely work.
Yeah. Right, how many skulls
Getting
is
more.
Synii up to? Oh, only 6.
6 at this point.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to finish his skulls to do his 10 check.
No. But 6 at 15 is pretty alright if you're not going out of your way for them. Yeah, you can just take a quick pit stop into here to pick up Dompe and the Sun Song Grave while you're at it.
Alright, Stingers is dead. Dampe,
The Red
jump.
Rupee.
That was Gerudo Valley is foolish, I think.
Believe so. After picking up 5th skull here.
Yeah, so not bad. I mean, no real need to rush skulls or anything, especially no Kakwath. It's just one of those things that, you know, while you're there, may as well check whatever.
Yep. And there's ZL on the minuet check. Ravage Village is Song of Time, so Nocturne, Song of Time. Pretty decent songs to have on those two fairly gated song checks for sure. The Dongos is in Forest, so can't do anything here right now as Shlongster, but that is good information.
It is.
Minuet should be reasonably available at this point. Should be reasonably available at some point, so Shlongster shouldn't have to spend a significant amount of time coming back here later on to clear that out. But we're seeing Synii. Looks like we're heading up into the bottom of the well, checking that entrance as well.
Yep.
And is vanilla. Yep.
Yep.
So you can tell before you even load in if the load screen fades to black extremely quickly compared to the other load zones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I noticed that recently when I was doing some practice seeds.
I guess it's just because it doesn't need to like load anything different. Shlongster wishing that Jinjo tongue is a little bit.
Well,
oh no! Don't try to climb. You gotta kill the
Any
Gwei.
Yeah, you just cannot let that thing go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
any entrance that has bottom of the well will do the same thing.
Oh really?
It'll do the very quick fade to black. So
It's kind of interesting. I never really realized that.
no ZL on the side of Synii here. No bombs. Nothing. Not really a whole lot to work with. So just getting a preliminary check through of the things that are doable right now. I didn't know about that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to learn that later.
I didn't either. I get it saves going all the way over there, I guess. Oh, there's the key ring.
Yep, that's definitely good to get.
Won't really help him too much right now though, because he doesn't really have any way to kill the skulls.
Yeah, this is definitely for the second trip more than anything. Can't really kill them. The only thing you really do is if they, the extra chest, extra check. I cannot speak right now. The extra chest beyond one of the key doors that you would, you can't see by just looking through the gate.
Okay.
Just struggling to get to that coffin.
It's so relatable doing that like jump across the like coffin walls.
You can go as slow as possible and your ass will still jump. It's so annoying.
Snopey, I just saw your message. That's actually hilarious. Just imagining Link standing there with the claw shot being like, so does this work on hook shot or what? It's like, I guess I could try it, but... Oh, we got a big chest. Oh, it's an ice trap.
No!
I guess this is the ice trap seed.
Meanwhile, Shlongster gets nothing from fishing, so unfortunate for him. I guess maybe you can reach this one with like a jump slash, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can.
yeah,
It's just a blue.
yeah, just a blue rupee. Yeah, I think the other one might also be possible now that I'm thinking about that, but again, it's one of those things where you're just checking it so that you have information because you cannot currently get it.
Oh, I guess you can do this with a jump slash too.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. They're pretty far down on the wall. Just blue
Also
rupees,
blue
though.
rupee, so no big deal. Means we're going to be seeing the last key door come through. Check what's in that chest. Also check the Skulltula because that one for sure can be killed. Like that one, I knew could be killed with a jump slash. But you also have the assistance of, the chest that's right there and the like to grab it as well.
Synii's gonna make extra sure to like check what's in the basement of bottom of the well here for sure.
Yeah. Oh, accidentally falls down. Maybe that was on purpose though, because
Yeah.
alright, yeah, nothing through that C up.
So the only things he doesn't know is what's in the skull by the like and whether or not there's any big chests by like, you know, the dead hand.
Yeah.
And I mean both of those are ZL locked, but and I mean Shlong's just loading up on all the songs. So
Shlongster now at Child is going to be running through those checks,
yeah.
getting some skulls along the way, get some hints.
He'll also be able to check, well, I guess when he goes to do Dampe, if he chooses to like do Dampe this early, he'll be able to get the song in the Composer Grave as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pain not having Minuet to be able to quickly go get the Saria song check, but that's pretty nice. Pierre is dead. Although I guess you kind of have to go up there anyway to get the skull checks, so...
Yeah, it does just mean that you save the time of even, like, pressing the switch to see what's in there, but yeah, you still have to check those skulls if you're going to be checking through it. As long as you're going to go for this other hint here.
Shlongster's really going out of his way to, like, get hints. The ones by Deku Tree, this one, like... I mean, he's got a bunch of items. Alright, Skull Mask.
Is Bomb Chews, which is actually pretty big because Synii did pick up Skull Mask.
Yeah, he did. So he won't get the Bomb Chew bag or anything, but at least he'll be able to play with a couple Bomb Chews.
I believe you get the Bomb Chew bag from any and all Bomb Chews in these settings. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. I thought it was like a separate item, and then like you could like kind of replenish with Bomb Chews.
I think it's just like a way to say like, hey, you have a Bomb Chew bag now. You can actually like, you know, pick up chews, because previously in previous iterations, when Bomb Chews were in Logic, you could also get drops and everything. There just wasn't a chew bag.
Yeah.
So I think they added the chew bag as a way to signify like, okay, this is your first batch of Bomb Chews, and you can now pick up chews from the from like random drops where you could get bombs from.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. As long as you're picking up Richard, we're going to be seeing Synii head on over to check what is going to be... it's going to be a few things. Going to check the obvious Sphere Zeros in Kokiri Forest. Going to get the Song of Storms Grotto. And also we're going to be grabbing ourselves the entrance to Deku Tree, which Shlongster may not have. And again, this entrance might be huge. And if Shlongster does not... Shlongster never picks up this Kokiri Sword, and it has like a guaranteed item. This is going to be... This might already be a done deal for Synii, basically.
Probably. I mean, he also could, like, strike out. But, I mean, we have a bunch of entrances that we know are kind of out of the way. Like, I mean, if Deku Tree entrance was, like, Spirit, that would really suck for Shlong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything that you can like do as child. Ooh, we got a big chest on Kokiri sword.
What is it? Okay, Goron Tunic.
Goron Tunic.
Not the worst thing in the world here. Smartly,
Yeah.
Synii is using Song as time to save the backtrack, or Sun Song rather,
Yeah.
to save the backtracking. Because it just warps back to the start here. Gonna pick up the skull in the meantime.
Yeah, Goron
Yeah,
Tunic, not the worst, but also not the best because he already got the wallet super early.
Yeah,
So-
it does save the money for that for sure. So if an early fire temple is on deck, which we have already seen Shlongster jump into, it does mean that the heart restrictions will not be a big deal for Synii currently. And now,
Yeah.
we're going to be seeing the Deku Tree entrance coming out here. Shlongster is going through a lot of the song checks right now and the quick, easy stuff in Lon Lon.
Yeah, Synii also knows that that Fire Temple is where it is, so he knows he's like fully on board, but I mean you just need so many items to kind of progress. Like either bombs or strength. Of course you need hammer. That kind of locks anything because the key ring is hammer lock.
Yeah, so hammer is completely required for progression, which is pretty typical of Fire Temple as a whole. Song of Storms now picked up by Shlongster. Synii going around picking up the hints we've already seen. And yeah, so right now we know a few dungeon entrances. The big one right now is Shlongster has Hookshot because he's visited Zora's River, and we know that the Dongo's Cavern is in Forest Temple. So that in and of itself is a pretty big one because the Dongo's Cavern, a lot of checks, very quick to do those checks. And also among that, it's also one of the easiest dungeons to clear, pretty much only requiring you to have bombs at the bare minimum to clear it.
So interesting, Jabu is in Deku Tree entrance.
Yeah, that could spell an early boomerang for sure. I don't think we know what reward is Jabu currently.
Yep, we've seen all that. Jabu gives a medallion, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
the stones are forest, fire, water, and all the rest are medallions. Or no, not forest. That was the free one. Yeah, so fire and water. Sorry, and then they started with the sapphire.
Yeah, so the fact that they can only do one stone dungeon before that becomes a, not progressing towards Ganon's boss key situation now. Definitely, to me, is going to be screaming that Jabu will be cleared this seed for sure. Back at the graveyard was Ice Cavern from the looks of it.
I didn't see that hint. I'm pretty sure Shlong did get that one.
Yeah, we know Ice Cavern is barren, so that's for sure that Din's Fire is not going to be useful for entrance for this seed at all.
And I mean, that's kind of nice, because, like, getting into the Shadow Temple entrance just takes so many items. Like, you need magic, you need Dins, you need Nocturne, and then having it be just a barren dungeon is really nice.
So there's going to be no worrying about that from either player at this point. It's an incidental. If you get it, cool, I have it, but it's no big deal. It's not like an integral to clear in this situation. So certainly, I would not be feeling the need to go out of my way for a Nocturne song checks or for a Nocturne song check in this situation.
I'm surprised that Synii hasn't kind of there's a setup for this. That's funny. I like that though.
I've never thought to do a setup there ever. I just YOLO it every time.
Yeah, I do too. But I mean, setups are nice. What was I about to say? I was about to say, since Synii knows, I mean, both of them know that there's a slingshot on top of Death Mountain Crater. I mean, it could be an ice trap, but it could also not be. I'm surprised he isn't going ham for that, the bomb choose into the skull mask. Oh no, it was Shlongster that got that hint.
He didn't get that hint.
Yeah, Shlongster got that hint, that's right.
Yeah, so if he does go there, which I imagine he will, considering he's taking the time to do these checks here, he will pick up that bomb bag or that bomb chew bag, which will be huge for him.
Yeah. Well, just because it lets him get the beans, so he can get on top of there. Because
Yeah.
Slingshot, I mean, I guess Shlongster knows it, but Slingshot also gets further access into Javu's. But I mean, I guess Shlong doesn't have the sword, so he can't get in there anyway. Alright, well, Sinii's about to get his, Oh no, this... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it is Bomb Chew Bag.
Yeah, the first one is always chew bag, and every subsequent one is just like, you got some bomb chews.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you could get bomb chews, but then you could also get bomb chew bag. Interesting. Alright, this is Nocturne from Shlong.
Yeah, so
not a bad song to get.
No, Cack Warp is definitely still one of the more important ones for sure. Shlongster, you really do not need to take this time to set this up, but more power to you, I suppose. Anyway, Synii gonna head out here. I don't think Synii got anything from that. Yeah, there we go. Got the torches. What are we gonna be seeing? Just a small chest. No big deal.
Yeah. Not even gonna pick it up for all his work. I guess Shlong immediately playing Nocturne just to get the hint. Because information is good. Okay, it's just a repeat. Ooh, there's a big one in SFM. That's nice. Oh, nice strength for Synii.
So that might actually be Way of the Hero there as well, because we know Zelda's was on Sacred Forest Meadow as well. But
oh, was that adult?
That was adult.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
it's hard to say because I mean, strength is used everywhere, but I mean, so is Zelda's.
Yeah, so it's not a guarantee either way which one it actually is. For all we know, the Zeldas wouldn't be needed for anything this one. It's more than likely Zelda's because of how much it does actually use it. But at the same time, you know, it could be that strength is expected because, you know, you're expected to do that to get deep into... Well, never mind, because Bomb Chew Bag, so never mind on that front. Requiem on Saria's check there. So that's going to be another song and a dungeon entrance available for Synii here. Shlongster opening up bottom of the well. We'll go into it, see it's vanilla. Does have ZL to work with where Synii didn't in this situation.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So there will be a couple extra things. I think there is actually I might have been wrong, but I think there was a big chest in the water that Shlongster should be able to get in that situation.
Oh, like at the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh,
at the beginning, yeah.
I missed that one.
I think there was a big chest there, but I may be remembering a different seed. Shlongster gonna get 10 skulls here.
Oh, it's another slingshot.
Yeah,
or maybe a real slingshot. I guess we'll find out if the slingshot in Death Mountain Crater turns into a seed bag.
We will see. Nice Cavern Baron again. Another skull here from Synii. This is the 10th
Not sure.
Synii.
Ah! Shlong came in here.
Yeah, there he is. Oh
yeah,
my god, okay.
He probably realized, oh, I forgot to come in here, so he knows that sword is there now, so...
Yeah, and he's immediately going adult. I think, especially because he has Nocturne Warp here, I think he's going to immediately grab that and just get on out of here.
See, he didn't check bottom of the well entrance, though.
Did he? Oh my god, he didn't.
No, he didn't. So he, like, opened it, but then he never actually went in. So... That's kind of a monka. Because if he goes in and checks it as adult, that's great, but you can't do anything, so he'll have to go back child again.
He's going to have to come back regardless. Oh,
so
interesting.
I think Shlong has, you know, a little bit of a I don't know if he was like panicking or something, but just one of those. Ah, I forgot this, and then because he forgot that, he forgot this, and blah 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 blah. Did he
City
panic?
now
I don't
heading
know.
into the maze. Don't think City has the capability here to check it without.
Yeah, he could, but
Uh,
he's going all the way through.
Yeah, might be just for the hint, if nothing else.
Yeah, because if you charge your sword, you can see over top of all the rocks.
Yeah.
And there's Jabu
Jabu
and
is the
Deku Tree,
Deku
so.
Tree.
But he already knows that.
And we're gonna check the other side.
Yeah, just a heart.
See it's hard at this point. Yep. Going to reset. There's a save warp before that. Shlongster picking up the Deku sword or the Kokiri sword. So, you know, that's there. And yeah,
now he's
now we're
gonna
heading.
go into well.
He's gonna enter and he's gonna be like, oh fuck, man, why didn't I just enter as a kid? Yeah, yep, there it is. The brief pause of,
I wonder if this is a prelude. Ah, it's a prelude.
Yeah, it's a prelude. Fuck you, Shlongster.
Yeah. All right, we got.
I don't know why you wouldn't just check that as child after opening it.
I mean,
like,
again, he probably was just like, ah, I forgot to get the skull or the check what was in the house, and then when he saw it was the sword. Oh, sorry, Zoinkaroos. It's me and Lord Fluffy. I forgot to update that on the. Let me update that on the bottom of the screen. There we go. Lord Fluffy was a little bit late to the party, so I just absolutely forgot to put it on the stream. Fluffy almost sounded like Pixel with a different mic.
I
don't know if I can see that.
I don't know if I agree with that, but, you know, I also hear my voice. Oh, okay, so Synii on the overworld here. Bottom of the well is barren, so that hint is going to stop from coming back.
That is a nice hint. Shlong's about to go check it now, too.
Oh, and he's going to do everything.
Yeah, because he went back to child, so... That's funny, he went, and then he forgot, and then all of a sudden we learn.
Poor Shlongster. Yeah, that's good for Synii, because there were checks that Synii could not have checked without ZL in this situation, and there was a couple things that he didn't know. So getting that hint and being like, okay, cool, I don't have to come back here, period, is fantastic.
So okay,
so
there's
that big
the
chest. I wasn't wrong. There was
so
a
that
big chest there.
So that big chest is either like Stone of Agony or else it's another ice trap.
Yeah, and Shlong's gonna get it, and it's going to be funny. It's going to be very funny.
It's so painful seeing Shlong check all this stuff because we already saw Synii check it earlier, but now we're just gonna see it again, and now he's gonna be like, "Oh, big chest."
Yeah, also situation here, Synii is going to be getting hookshot in this Way of the Hero.
Oh, that's right.
Way of the Hero. And there's also going to be the ability to do the Frogs in the Rain check as well. So, let's see if Synii will move on with this chicken to Zora's domain as well, but I don't imagine it'll happen right now. Picking up 3 beans for safety, which makes sense. Don't think ultimately any of those are going to get used. If anything, the one in Death Mountain Crater might get used, but niche situation in that regard.
It's one of those, like, he knows it's there, so he may as well plant the bean, but I don't know if he'll actually get the slingshot first. Depends on how much he rushes it, because if he decides, like, he gets his hook shot, if he decides to plant the bean before going adult, then he'll just, like, immediately go child. Or, he'll immediately go adult and then go, you know, ride the bean.
Mm-hmm.
It'll also let him get to upper crater really fast, too, so he can blow open the rock with the boulder.
Yeah, there's definitely reason to do it if you have Bolero. Whether or not you choose to do it, and I'm speaking from experience here, sometimes does come down to memory, though.
Yeah.
You can pick up that bean with the thought process of it in mind, and then completely forget to do it, and then it turns out you needed to the entire time.
Yeah, in my
Anyway.
seed yesterday, I picked up. I went to Zora's River specifically to
Oh.
get beans. Ah, it was a nice trap. Oh, that's funny. All right, there's his hook shot. So Synii's got his hook shot now.
And Shlongster's gonna go and do dead hand too. I'm so sorry, dude. You lack critical information.
I just noticed that the hint that said Zora's
Spirit
River.
Temple.
Yeah, the hint that said Zora's River is Way of the Hero is the Gossip Stone in the grotto with the hook shot in Zora's River. That's really
extremely funny. Alright, so if Synii doesn't just drop this bird immediately, it looks like we'll be getting the Cuckoo entry into Zora's domain, which it's fair. Like Zelda's Lullaby is available at this point.
Yeah, but
probably the song check on Requiem is you can take such. What are you doing, dude? You can just YOLO this. It's not hard, please.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
anyway.
I mean, it's always better, I guess, to make sure you're getting it.
Yeah, I suppose, but...
Man, Synii has a lot of banjo music on his, like, custom tracker. It's really interesting.
I need to get a music pack for later.
I don't know, I like vanilla Ocarina of Time music, so I always have just vanilla music.
I have been listening to vanilla Ocarina music for so long that I wouldn't mind having some more things to listen to at this point.
I mean, that's what a lot of people say too, but...
I don't hate the music at all, but it's definitely a case of like, I could live without it at this point.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Zebra. The race has been really interesting. There's been a lot of unfortunate happenings on both sides, but right now we're watching Shlongster clear a Baron bottom of the well.
Yeah, because he did not find the hint that said bottom of the well is Baron.
Yeah.
It was funny because we saw Synii get that hint, and then we watched a Shlongster walk towards it like, oh no.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, like, the hint for it was on the field, and I mean, Shlongster doesn't have his bombs yet.
Yeah,
I mean, Shlongster got the hint saying that there was bomb chews on skulls, but he marked it as Baron, like he marked it sold out. So, I don't think he's in any hurry to get it.
Yeah, he could very well just be trying to tell himself, like, oh, what's the chances that that's the one I actually need in this seed? And the more he clears at this point, the more that chance goes up, so...
Yeah, see, that's actually big. If any first bomb chews gives you the bomb chew bag, then that would be, like, all the reason to, like, rush, you know, a guaranteed bomb chew check. And I think I don't know if it's true that that's how it works yet. Like, I trust you that it is,
99. I'm 99% certain that it's not. Sorry, that it is that way, yeah.
Alright,
yeah, so nothing in Zora's domain. We're going to see the Requiem teleport at this point. Grab this dungeon entry, grab the chest.
And what's this skull? It was just a... Oh, well, we already know it's Baron, so...
Yeah.
You're packing, so can't stay. I hope you have an excellent vacation. Hey, blasted asses. Alright, what's in Spirit Temple? Spirit.
Alright, it's vanilla, so there's the prospect of doing Child Spirit. You do have choose. You can do the full round of things if need be.
Yeah. Ooh, and Minuet, that's pretty big, actually. Ooh, that's a big chest on the hand, too.
Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, Minuet is probably on Requiem here because of the fact that Adult would logically need. So there's another Zora's River where they hear a hint. Because of the fact that Zora.
Ooh, that's hover boots.
That's huge. Yeah, it immediately takes out the bean.
Yeah.
So a good pickup for Synii in this situation.
So that's probably the way. Well, I mean, could be Way of the Hero. I mean, we got Minuet on Colossus.
Yeah,
and
then
then
could also
do that.
be it because
do the hands count as Colossus?
Yes, the hand. No, sorry, no. The hands used to count as Colossus.
Yeah.
I believe in 4.0 or 5.0 they changed the logic to consider it Spirit Temple.
Okay. So they are considered Spirit Temple.
Yeah, they are considered Spirit Temple at this point.
Alright,
Goron
last
City
way
is
of the hero.
Last way of the hero.
Goron City. We haven't gotten any Goron City. I mean, they we saw the big rolling Goron, but it was just rupees, I think, or a heart
Yeah,
piece.
and what was in the
the maze. That was
nothing. It was 2 heart pieces and a junk chest.
Wasn't there a big chest? No, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe there was.
There was not a big chest with those. Alright, yeah. So Synii not seeing anything potentially worth the time here. Looks like we're going to be going to the other side. Yeah, you're going to be using a Chew to kill the
skull,
the Skulltula, just in case here, because yeah, it certainly is a situation of you know, you got to just double check here. You have no other way to get it, so
yeah. Plus, if it's the key ring, right? And no, it's Greg.
Yeah.
So
it's Greg.
Key ring is on adult side.
Yeah, and that means Child Spirit at this point, more or less, not going to happen.
Yeah.
Which is going to be big for Synii across the board here, because you have Bomb Chews, so you can teleport to adult here. You can go to Minuet, then you can see, oh yeah, also going to be doing this for planting the bean. Smart. Already forgot about it. Smarter than I. Thunderful. What's up, bud?
Hey, Thunderful. Thanks for the raid. So I was just looking at the tracker, and I was like, what's the dungeon that's inside Jabu? Because Jabu is inside Deku, and bottom of the well is bottom of the well. Oh my god, that was magic.
Oh.
Magic from child fishing.
Wait, Synii hasn't done that yet. Dang.
No, he'll probably get there eventually, because, I mean, they have Serenade, so...
Yeah.
So that means there's got to be an adult dungeon inside Jabu.
No. Jabu is Deku Tree.
I know, but Jabu entrance.
Jabu entrance is Deku Tree. There was a hint.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was reading that the other way around. So Jabu is Deku, Deku is Jabu. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. There we go.
Shlongster getting back at the graveyard. Hint. We're gonna be seeing Requiem come out from Synii here, which, yeah, get those hover boots for sure. You can also take the time if you wanted to. Well, doesn't have ZL at this point, but yeah, going to be grabbing the hover boots on top of the archway. Probably also going to be heading to the crater at that point.
Did he plant the bean
there? Yes, he played
okay.
Minuet and planted the bean. Not Minuet, Bolero and planted the bean.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we should be seeing a bunch of teleports here back to back.
Oh, they're iron boots.
Iron boots.
Okay, so iron boots. Thought for sure those are hover boots.
Yep, here we're going to be seeing the Minuet teleport. This will let ZL finally be on Synnii's side, and we're also going to be grabbing the entrance of the Dongos, which I imagine with a strength upgrade with Chews on deck, we're going to be seeing that come through because we also have the hook shot available.
Yeah, he only has 3 Chews though.
Yeah, you could get a drop from the idol things.
Yeah. But with strength, I mean, he for sure he can make use of the bomb flowers.
I imagine with such low amount of Chews, we're going to be seeing that be made use of for the time being.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you can take a bomb to kill any of these. You can kill the eye laser guys with them. Words are hard. How do I use them?
I know what you mean.
Haunted Wasteland Foolish. Apparently, we missed that one as well.
Oh, Haunted Wasteland Foolish? Okay.
Yeah, just looking at Shlongster going through.
Yeah,
oh, more Chews. That's immediately huge. That is more Chews on the side of Synii, so not as much hesitation to maybe use those at this point. Make things go faster.
Yeah. I mean, they just pop up right when you need them, right?
Exactly.
Shlong's going to be doing his Deku check, and hopefully his sword check. Yeah. Oh. Wait, didn't he come in here? Yeah, he did.
He did. He's already forgetting. Shlongster, please.
He forgore. Alright, what hint do we have in here? Stingers again. So I just noticed that we have all our songs. Like, we know where all the songs come from. Very rare for seeds to be done this early, I guess. 45 minutes in.
Shlongster going to be picking up the Goron tunic at this point. Will help the Fire Temple in the future. We pick up the continuation here. Synii going to move on forward through Dodongos. So Iron Boots in Desert Colossus likely is going to be, there is some sort of required item to beat the seed in GTG at that point. Which, if I'm in this situation, I don't know any other dungeon entrances. I don't know if I want to put that off for the time being or if I want to head there right away, just because of how much stuff is there, but also how much is still locked off.
I mean,
without a bow, without strength 2, there's about 7 or 8 things that are still locked off there.
Could also be Water Temple.
True.
Because
Definitely true.
We don't know where Water Temple is. It could either be... Yeah, the only 2 dungeons we don't know are Forest and Water. One of them's in Ice Cavern and the other one's in GTG. Both of them kind of suck to get to right now.
Yeah,
like, I
sure.
guess Ice Cavern entrance isn't that bad because, you know, they have Zeldas.
Din's on Synii. Not as exciting to get that in this situation. It is a fire source for when you do get magic, but it does come with the problem of the main usage of that, which is a dungeon entrance, is completely barren in this seed, so...
Yeah. Shlong having Slingshot. The Shlong shot in Jabu's means he's going to be able to do at least one check, right?
Yeah.
He can get through that first door. I guess it's...
You can check with the slingshot. You can check the...
Oh, it's just the stingers, but we already know that that's dead.
Yeah, you can check the 2 skulls that
the skulls, that's right.
You can check these skulls. You can't get them, but you have the ability to just check them for free, so you know if there's something. Yeah. You can pick up the other 2 skulls as well. We know one of them is just that. I'm sure, please aim better.
Yeah, and a ruby.
So yeah, you should not be going that way. You know stingers are dead. Now you can pick this up.
This last one.
Yeah, you can pick this one up. The other one that's just before the actual boss room itself is also going to be something. Quickly save warp to get back there, for sure.
Yeah. So Jabu's turning out to be a pretty big dud so far without the boomerang.
Yeah, pretty common for that to be the case, I find, but always good to spend the time to if you can.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice being able to have more than, like, 1 check because of the dungeon skulls. Wait, why is Shlong going back in? Oh, he doesn't have the hint for stingers. Synii got that one. So he's gonna be checking that dead stingers check. Oh no, he's getting the skull outside the boss.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because if he didn't get the stingers hint, then... wouldn't he be going to check stingers too?
Maybe he just doesn't want to commit to it.
I mean,
at least right now.
They're also in like opposite ends of the dungeon, right? So
yeah. I just figured if he was going to get it, it was going to be a. I figured if he was going to get it, it was going to be a situation of you would get that first because then you could just backtrack through the dungeon.
Poor Synii. Oh, there's the fairy come back. There we go.
Fairy hitboxes being absolute dog shit since 1997.
I mean, not only that, but the fairy just ran away and then it came back. I agree, Electric. That he needed that fairy too. We don't want to see like, you know.
Yeah, we don't need
a Synii destroyer.
Yeah. We don't need the Shlongster Destroyer to upgrade by proximity.
Yeah. Shlongster paid him off, right?
Yeah. Alright, so we are going to be seeing Dodongos be taken down here, and this is the last chest just before it. Just a heart, but you're gonna pick that
thank
up.
God
You're at
he's okay.
slow HP.
I mean, he's been ignoring so many heart chests. Like, Synnii's been next to, like, 5 heart chests now, and he hasn't opened any of them. He's going ham on being on, like, 3 hearts. At least he's at 4 now, but...
Yeah, 4 hearts is definitely safer. I feel like definitely when you have a wallet, when you have, already have a Goron tunic on you, it certainly can feel like, okay, the main threat to my life is those places that do have the timer. So there certainly is at least an element of I don't need to get as many hearts, but I should prevent myself from probably being one-shot by the Iron Knuckles.
Yeah.
That would at least be my thought process in it. But either way, we have our first dungeon down and dusted. Synii is taking down King Dodongo. As Shlongster runs through some Lost Woods checks.
Yeah, pretty barren DC. Well, there's Neighbor's Love, so it's at least something.
Yeah. It is, in fact, something, but not really what you were looking for if you were hoping for a bit more checks this seed.
Mm-hmm. But at the very least, it's also a dungeon completed. It's been a while.
And now we're going to be heading back to Desert Colossus. We may be seeing...
Probably the Fairy Fountain.
Yeah, I was going to say the Fairy Fountain, potentially a Reverse Wasteland, but I don't know for certain if that's the best option right now.
I don't mind it, actually, because I mean, you can get into GTG, right? And if it's Forest Temple, then you just... Well, you don't have the bow, but, I mean... You could... Actually, you probably wouldn't be able to even get a whole lot in Forest Temple, because you wouldn't be able to get into the courtyard, because there's no Song of Time either.
Yeah, that's the main thing in that situation.
But, I mean... Yeah, okay, so he's going to get his slingshot.
Just the Fairy Fountain, which is, clearing your way of the heroes. Smart thing to do. Now
That's true. I did forget it was Way of the Hero. That's right. Hey, it was a real slingshot. Nice.
Picking up the slingshot there. So we're going to be voiding out from this.
Yeah, and then I imagine he'll take the stalk around to the upper crater. Just a blue rupee. And then he'll see what's underneath the rock. And then I guess a Fairy Fountain and Upper Death Mountain Trail as well.
Yeah, certainly is on deck at this point. Has not picked up a skull reward at this point. We do know that the other slingshot that we found was on that. But we're sitting on 12 on that right now. Looks like we're gonna get the other hint.
Yeah, thanks. I forgot. That's very true. I forgot. I would imagine he knows the setup to get to courtyard, because you would need to know like the jump slash to get like onto the courtyard ledge, because otherwise you can't get to courtyard, right? Run, Synii, run! Okay,
we're good.
All right,
if
Shlong
nothing else,
getting Requiem.
Yeah, so Shlong here going to go and finally check the Way of the Hero Desert Colossus. Going to see the Iron Boots, going to realize, I need beans. And then is also going to realize that he doesn't have explosives still, can't get beans, and he's going to be in a wee bit of a pickle.
Yeah. I think that's a little more than a wee bit of a pickle, though, unfortunately. Oh, is Synii really checking Medigoron?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't...
There's an extra hint back here, so...
Just another skull mask hint.
Yeah, I wouldn't commit the choose to that at this point, just because of how many hints I've actually checked at this point. But either way.
Oh, I forgot. He hasn't done this either. Alright, Shlong gets his minuet.
Oh, think.
So, in a rare seed, that's... Oh my god, that was strength 2!
That's huge. Spirit Temple accessible.
That's actually really huge.
Yeah, that could
Yeah,
be
he's going straight to Desert Colossus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because... Oh, Shlong lost his shield.
Shlongster's shield, no.
Yeah,
it's
because
gone.
he's going to be able to get the keyring, too. I mean, it would suck if the keyring was behind Song of Time. The skull behind the Song of Time block. Shlong! Yeah. Why aren't you shooting the...
Just fucking do it, laddie.
He only had 3 slingshot seeds, that's why.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That would do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I definitely think this is what the decision that I would make. You know, that's a Goron City Way of the Hero for strength. That's your second strength, which you already found another strength in a Way of the Hero location in Sacred Forest Meadow. So that in and of itself is screaming to me like, okay, you need to come to Spirit Temple quickly. And then on top of that, Spirit Temple is also Way of the Hero, so that would be like extra incentive of, even if I don't get the Mirror Shield here, to be able to full clear it, there's got to be so much shit here. And yeah, immediately we're already seeing a gilded chest.
But you know what the interesting thing is Synii doesn't have the Goron City or Sacred Forest Meadow Way of the Hero hints.
Oh.
So he doesn't know those are the Way of the Heroes.
Yeah, and there's a bow, which is in and of itself. In and of itself,
pretty good too.
Yeah, in and of itself, that is very good. You might have been looking for something maybe a bit more substantial in terms of unlocking, like, new dungeons or new checks, but...
I hate that stupid silver rupee so much.
You have to jump slash so late to actually get the distance. It's ridiculous.
Alright, so, yeah, bow, strength 2, not bad.
Alright, we're going to be seeing the C up here.
Oh, thank god, it's only a recovery heart. So that means this has to be the keyring right here.
Yeah. Alright. Shlongster heading on over to what looks like 20 skulls at this point. Going to be picking up just the last couple skulls that he needs here. Meanwhile, Synii going to be continuing through Spirit Temple. And yeah, you're definitely at that point where you're already here. You can do the vast majority of the dungeon. There's only a few things you can't do at this point without the Mirror Shield. And honestly, especially with it being Way of the Hero, there is no reason not to at this point.
Yeah, it's just like the upper ones, right?
Yeah, there's two specific Mirror Shield lock checks, I believe, in total. But yeah, another gilded already available is big.
Yo, that was so sick. Like the cutscene overlap.
That was very, very good. It's hard to get that push in a situation where you don't just get hard locked onto it until the push is done. So good timing from Synii there.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's really cool.
Shlongster heading back at Dald at this point. Fairly reasonable thing to do considering the information that has been gathered and garnered. Another gilded chest. Synii trying to just hop up to it. Doesn't quite get there, gonna have to shot back up.
Oh, the upper one was a big chest?
Yep, the gilded one back this way.
And Spirit Temple just absolutely loaded. Another bow.
Oh no, yeah, that screams to me that the last bow, wherever it is probably locked by another bow, because that's two of the three bows in this fucking dungeon. Very funny.
That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, I guess we got these upper child side checks now too.
Yeah, Zebra's got a good point, though, that if those are two bows, the only way those bows can be Way of the Hero is if there's a third bow here.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, yeah, because you can technically get those, either of those bows with Spirit Temple access, it is going to probably be a...
I mean, we saw that yesterday, except, I mean, it's a little different with strength, because the 2 strengths do something different. But...
Yeah,
so
having
that's
an
funny that
additional
it's
bow.
like, whoa, we got the bow, then, oh, we got a second bow. That means the bow wasn't anything. So maybe it could be, like, the wallet? The wallet to buy blue fire to melt King Zora?
At this point, that would be a no, because we know that magic is completely accessible, and Din's Fire is also in Synnii's inventory, which means that's also accessible.
Yeah, but
so
you
right
can't
now,
melt.
logical access to Ice Cavern is already available.
Well, they don't have letter, so...
Ice Cavern is Shadow Entrance in this seed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
I
so...
was trying to think of something else.
Yeah, so... Logical access to Ice Cavern means that Blind Blue Fire would be off the table in this particular instance, but...
I guess
there was another...
Buying a Zora tunic.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, there was another gilded chest here that we did see, and this
Okay,
is
well, that's
Hover Boots.
Hover Boots, so that's probably it.
Yeah, very, very likely that that is the way of the hero we're looking for.
Yeah, so let's get rid of that bow. I saw that even Synii, like when he got that second bow, he unmarked it off his tracker, so he knows, well versed in the logic.
Shlongster in Shadow Temple right now, getting the kill on the dead hand.
It just sucks that Synii doesn't have magic coming in here.
Yeah, and the big issue is the fact that it's child fishing. There's a very good chance that Synii may not go back for that for some time at this juncture.
See, the thing is, though, he could push the statue all the way up the slope to light those torches. I mean, it's funny to see. I've definitely done that myself. Oh, Synnii's not using hover boots to do this. I guess why do it when you can do it without, right?
Yeah, if you know the way, if you know the movement, there's no 100% need to put it on, albeit I would still put it on for safety. Because I am nothing if not a man who is inconsistent. Shlongster getting DMC checks here, not going to find anything as Synii continues through the Spirit Temple. And really right now you're looking at a situation where Shlongster is just trailing further and further behind the longer he goes without any sort of explosives, because while he could go into Dodongos and do a very large chunk of it right now, I do not believe there was any additional bomb chews in that dungeon, which means that that is going to be one dungeon that Synii will have over Shlongster for pretty much up until he finds an explosive source here. And again, the fact that he's found the hint for Skull Mask as bomb shoots and marked it as, you know, sold out, marked it as nothing, is being very detrimental to him right now.
And that really sucks that both of the strengths are hidden behind explosives. So he can't even rely on finding a strength in order to, unless he finds the third strength somehow. But both of the strengths are hidden, you know, in Sacred Forest behind in the grotto, and then the other ones in Goron City on the Rolling Goron.
Yeah, that one at the very least, with a strength, you could use a bomb flower to do it, but not one of those situations where it's going to be extremely, like, you know, I'm going to go out of my way to do that check until you're really exhausting things. But Shlongster is starting to exhaust things because he's doing Reverse Wasteland right now.
See, and the only other caveat there is, well, to get around the bomb flower without explosives or strength, you can always use the bow to blow it up, but the bow is locked behind both of the strengths in Spirit Temple.
Yeah, it is just not a good situation for Shlongster right now. And
so, I mean, Shlong just ignoring that hint is like, if he doesn't just remember that it's bomb chews, or if he somehow finds bomb chews, like, I don't know. I think he's just gonna be wandering around looking, like, last checking everything, and he's not gonna find anything.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant scenario right now for sure. But either way, Synii has finished up the Spirit Temple checks. It looks like that Hover Boots is certainly what we're going to be looking for here for Way of the Hero. As Shlongster is beyond, heading through over to GTG entrance.
Yeah, we'll get to see if it's forest or water. And I mean, he won't be able to get either one. Well, I guess he can do a couple checks inside forest, but if it's water temple, then, I mean, he doesn't have the beans for the iron boots, so...
Yeah, beans also would be explosive locked at this point. Just not a good situation for Shlongster as a whole. He had a technical even on items advantage at first, and now it's just further and further going away right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if he finds scale somewhere, that would be nice, but I mean, you never know.
Yeah. No, Shlongster is going to be kicking himself because this is basically the second time this seed at this point where, like, a check that Shlongster has either forgot or marked incorrectly is going to be costing him a major item.
Oh, what was the first one?
The Kohiri sword.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't marked incorrectly. He just never went there.
Just forgot.
Yeah.
Just never went there.
At least he went back to that one, though. I honestly thought he wasn't going to, but I guess it was like one of those, yeah, I guess I never did. But I mean, simply marking something as barren on your tracker is really hard to recover from.
Yeah.
Like, really hard to recover from. I mean, the only saving grace is if, like, the Dead Hand in Shadow Temple here has something, then Shlong could find it, but... Well, I guess he couldn't. Well, because, yeah, he has the hook shot, but...
Yeah, so GTG entrance was Forest Temple, and pretty huge is the fact that Shlongster did find the key ring, so even if he can't get into the circle room via the... Even if he can't get into the... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have anything to get in there, actually.
He doesn't have strength.
He doesn't have the bow.
He doesn't have strength, so he can't push the blocks in the other room as well. So he can't even, like, get to where... he can't even get to where he would do the slash.
He doesn't have hovers to be able to get to that door either way. It's like, this is definitely a struggle. I mean...
light arrows. Something.
That's, I mean... He's got the advantage there for sure, but
unfortunately, he needs something a little better right now.
Yeah, we need you to.
Sorry, Asmi, Shlongster is. Okay, so everything in this seed is locked behind bombs, and the only bombs we've seen in the seed is the bomb chews on Skull Mask, and Shlongster got that hint, and he immediately marked it barren. So, unless Shlongster magically finds a bomb bag or bomb chews from somewhere, he's not getting a bow, he's not getting strength, he's not getting hovers or irons. Like, unless he finds scale. If he finds a scale, he can get to Zora's River and get, like, his iron boots. But, I mean, even then, like, what is that going to give him? I mean, I guess it gets him access into Deku Tree, but, like... You know, what's he gonna do there, right?
Yeah, no. Every second that Shlongster does not get that bomb chew bag from Skull Mask is another second that Synii is just pulling ahead right now.
See, the only thing is that right now Shlongster is out of logic because he did reverse Wasteland, so if he happens to find another bomb bag, then, I mean, he could be okay, but I think he's reached the end, because I don't think he can actually do anything in the block room, right?
No, I don't think you... I think you can't get far enough right now to do anything. I know that, like, there's something you can do Well, I was gonna say there's something you can do with ground jumps that can get you past it, but
But
no,
that's illegal.
no. Number one, no, it's illegal because it does technically clip you out of bounds, and number two,
Schlong, you can't push the block.
you
don't
don't have strength. You fool!
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
here
can't.
he
He
goes.
can't do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's not even setting farewells either. He's just going back. Oh no, man.
I mean, yeah, he's just like thinking. He's got to be thinking like I must have. Oh, he is putting furrows here. He's got to be thinking that he missed something, but again, it's gonna be so incredibly hard to like actually like figure out what he's missing.
Shlongster got light arrows in forest. That was it.
Yeah. I mean, light arrows is an okay find for like, you know, when you're in go mode, but
Yeah, light arrows is like, oh cool, and then you move on unless you're in go, unless you're like that item away from go mode, and then you're like pog light arrows, and then you go. But yeah,
I don't know what this song that Synii's got going on in his Shadow Temple, but this is the song goes pretty hard. So he missed Skull Mask. It's not that he missed Skull Mask. He got the hint. He got the hint, and he saw that it said Bomb Choose, but then he just marked it sold out on his tracker. So he got the hint. He just thought, oh, it's nothing. In the Din's
That sounds
room,
like a
there's
Toho
nothing on
song.
that side. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that is even worse. That's what I've been saying. Like, if you accidentally mark something wrong on your tracker, or if you just think, that's nothing, then it's really hard to recover from that.
yeah, I'm thinking back to Booter 1 where I had incorrectly marked which dungeon was what medallion, and that caused me to try and do a logic
Oh, he
thread
is
based
doing
on
it.
that one.
I don't know what would have caused him to like go back and buy the Keaton mask, but
I think at this point it's just like you've exhausted. He might legitimately be out of logical checks, is the thing.
yeah. Or maybe he
because-
knew that it was bombs and he was just like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, maybe I'm marking it as Baron because I don't know. Like what? Maybe he's thinking like there's so many other bomb chew drops, logically in the game. What are the chances that this is like actually the one that I need? And then it turns out like, hey, it's the one that you actually need. Well,
And yo, how lucky is this from Synii? Like, he goes to the end of Shadow Temple and gets both the keyring and the boss key. So now he's just gonna complete Shadow Temple for free. And that'll give him his Forest Medallion, which will give him Epona's Song, which suddenly puts Forest Temple in logic. And he'll be able to beat Forest Temple.
yeah. And another thing there as well is the fact that like the hearing, the other thing as well is like you have the choice of now if you want to continue clearing Shadow, you can make it go by so much faster via the use of, well, he doesn't have magic, so never mind. I was gonna say you can do like specific things to make warping to the right parts of Shadow quicker, but doesn't have that. So right, bongo on deck. This will be the third dungeon reward coming out for Synii. Meanwhile, Shlongster still stuck on number 1 and is finally going to go and get those shoes. You fool.
Synii with the
Excellent
nice
quick
one
kill
cycle
from
on Bongo.
Synii. Excellent one cycle. Very good. Magic is on child fishing.
Yeah.
So that's basically like the one saving grace right now that Shlongster has, is that Synii hasn't found magic right now. But even then, it's not like super important currently, because like the one thing. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, like, Synii hasn't been to Lake Hylia at all, so it's only a matter of time before he, like, eventually goes there, but... Oh my god, that's the long... Oh no, it's a nice trap. Dude, I was so hyped there for a second. I was like, oh my... Oh. But anyway, like, just completely lost my train of thought. It's only a matter of time before Synii gets his, gets his magic anyway, because like I said, he hasn't even been to Lake Hylia, and he's been adult for so long, just because like he just hasn't had any reason to like. Oh, Shlong's got his bomb tube bag. He hasn't any reason to go child because he has so much stuff to do. So
yeah. Even now, he's going back into Shadow to check the rest of it, which is a completely fair and reasonable thing to do.
yeah.
And you're sitting on the situation now with what you have and what entrances you do have. Forest Temple is in Logic. That can be another medallion for you. Getting over to GTG once you have Epona's Song. So that's fully clearable. That's your 4th reward at this point. And at that point, you're looking at either 2 more medallions or 1 stone and 1 medallion, which you know that Deku Tree is in Jabu. So if you get Rudo's Letter at any point, that's another dungeon clearable. If you get Boomerang, that's another dungeon clearable. So you are potentially 2 items from Go mode in Synnii's case, where all you would need to do is find light arrows and magic, which you'll be able to find light arrows fairly easy at that point. It's just a matter of getting magic for Synii. Like, Synii is super close to being in a Go mode situation, but just lacks the information to be able to. You're 2 items away from Go mode, not considering the things that you don't have the information for. But there's like you said, it's just a matter of time before Synii heads on over to Lake Hylia's child and checks those things. And Zebra also makes another point that long shot would also mean Water Temple is clearable at this point. We have another gilded here, and it's another magic.
Magic. See,
So,
while you were talking, I had a lot of time to think about this, and this is actually a really good logical choice to go back into Shadow Temple for Synii, because those hover boots that he got in Spirit Temple, for Way of the Hero, really did nothing for him, like other than just to beat Shadow. So he had to come back in here to get an item to make that Way of the Hero kind of worth it, right? I mean, well, I guess beating Shadow gives him Epona's Song, so that in and of itself could have been the entire way of the Hero. So I guess it's just lucky he got magic, but
yeah, it could be that, because if Longshot is not in an accessible location without that, like if Longshot's in Ganon's Castle, for example, then it's guaranteed at that point that you would need it for forest entrance for light arrows, like basically, or not necessarily Ganon's Castle, but like if it's in a shitty location that's locked by magic or something or another, it's definitely possible that just clearing it is the logic for sure.
Yo, is backflipping through those things legal in these settings? I wish I would have known that from my fucking race yesterday.
The things that drop from the spike.
Yeah.
Things? Yeah, backflipping through those is
because I know they didn't used to be, and then I guess they changed it. But yesterday I was like, I don't actually remember if they're legal or not, and so I didn't do it.
my thought process here is, if I do anything illegal, I expect the fucking tournament folks to I expect one of y'all hosting it.
He talked about this yesterday. Oh my god. Dude, he's got to break out his hook shot. There's no way he does. Well, if he does it again, he just dies. So. Okay, maybe.
We're good.
Okay,
we're safe. We're good. We're great. We're fantastic.
Dude, if he failed that again,
Shlongster,
it would have been bad.
Yeah, meanwhile, Shlongster is in the dongos here. And yeah, we're seeing the Pharaoh's Warp come out here, which I think is a smart move. Saves you having to actually kill the bats in the next room. On top of the fact that you're also low on HP, so if you die in this room due to the spikes, which is entirely possible, please use your hover boots. They will save your life.
It's interesting that Synii put Furores in this room. Oh, he probably did it because he can't get the bomb check in the next room.
Shlong just picked up Din's Fire for the record.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was thinking, like, is it because he doesn't know he can continue on? But it's definitely for the pot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going into the room anyway. Oh, and maybe he's gonna do it with a bomb chew.
There's bomb pliers you can use in here.
Oh, there is?
Yes, at the very top there are bomb pliers that you can use.
So, maybe he doesn't know that you can use hookshot if you stand on top of the chest?
I think
I'm
it's
really
literally just
confused by that.
I think he's just setting
Ferrors.
Ferrors. I think he's literally just setting Ferrors so that he doesn't have to kill the.
Oh,
it's Rudos! Yeah, that's
Oh.
huge. Yeah, so that in and of itself, that is Deku access, which is again another dungeon available and clearable. He is one item from Go mode at this point, which, you know, not including light arrows, but again, we know that light arrows is Forest Temple, and we know that with Epona Song accessible now, it's just a matter of time for getting that. Yeah, Synii is super close to being in Go mode at this point.
Yeah, I forgot about that zebra. Yeah, he's got bomb chews, but he doesn't have strength yet. And see, Shlong does have all the way of the heroes. He just hasn't been there yet. So he knows about the strengths, but that's just funny to me that Synii doesn't have those two wasps. Alright, Shlong doing the bomb chew strat. I really gotta learn this.
Very convenient.
Oh, he missed the second one though.
Alright, another heart container. That's 6 hearts for Synii. Got one more room to go through, and then we'll be seeing Synii head out of here. My
dungeon rush.
Yeah, my guess in that situation is we're going to be seeing Synii do an immediate teleport to Prelude to go, not only to get Epona Song, but also to go Child for Deku Tree. After that, it does also give access again to the Water Temple, or sorry, the Ice Cavern entrance, which will be a lot more convenient. But another gilded right at the end.
If it's long shot. Oh, it's bomb bag.
A bomb bag. Okay.
Actually got a bomb bag. Man, I'm still like shell shocked from that long shot ice trap on Bongo.
Yeah. It's just, it is such a terrible feeling, dude, when you're just like, oh shit, let's go, and then it's just, you are a fool.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling, the absolute worst feeling in the world.
Oh,
right, I'm gonna hit the restroom. Be right back.
Alright. Unfortunate death for Shlong right outside the boss room. I wonder if he's gonna go back to check that chest. Oh no, he just disappeared. What if that chest was the item, dude? We know it wasn't, but what if it was? Those wafts don't matter because of Spirit Waft? I suppose. I mean, they kind of matter if you, like, don't have the information, but... Synii bought the blue fire after all. I knew it. I knew it! Unintentional, intentional death strat. Except that right after he died, he played Bolero, so he could have just done that anyway. I do not know that strat. I've heard that it's possible, but I don't know how you do it. Alright, Shlong about to get his, can't remember what this was. It was an item for sure, though. It was the strength. There we go. Shlong got his strength. So now he can go back to the Zongos. You know, I don't know if he will, but he could. He could. Oh, he's gonna go check the boulder maze. Alright, time for Synii to check his skulls. I think we saw I think we saw Shlong already check 20. Oh yeah, that's right, it was a slingshot. Oh no, we didn't see him check 20. It was another slingshot. Or maybe we did. Or maybe that was just 10. I don't know. I can't remember where Shlong got his slingshot. I have a really bad memory, you guys. I thought he checked 22, so maybe that is where he got his slingshot after all. Like I said, I just have a really terrible memory. Not great for one of these, you know, things where you have to remember where all these items are. I always have a little notepad open to kind of keep track of items before the WOTS, because like when I get items early on in a seed, I'll like, you know, get the item, then I'll get a Way of the Hero for that place. And I won't be able to remember what item I got. It's a real problem.
I return.
Welcome back. Shlong went to Goron City, immediately got his strength, and then warped back to finish his Dodongos.
Amazing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Synii finally made his way to Graveyard, so he'll get his Nocturne.
Yeah. So I picked the absolute worst time, apparently, to want to go to the restroom because every goddamn bathroom in this goddamn house was taken.
Oh, that's rough.
There's 4 of them, and they were all occupied.
Your house has 4 bathrooms?
Yeah, 2 of them are in people's bedrooms for what it's worth, but like even all those were taken, man. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many people do you live with?
8.
8?
8 people.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Listen, man, rent is cheap when you do it this way.
Yeah, that's true.
But as long as you tell them to just leave you the fuck alone, do your chores, it's great.
Yeah. Like, I lived with a roommate for a while, and even that was, like, too much for me. It was definitely cheaper, but, I don't know. I like my peace and quiet.
That is fair. For me, if I have a single room to myself and can be not bothered 90% of the time, I'm good.
I feel that. Ooh, I like the setup from Synii. Alright. Forget ZL. We got hovers. So, right as you got up, Synii actually did buy the, blue fire.
Yeah. I can at least respect it in some way, just because, like, if you did get that wallet in Spirit Temple and you've got 2, then, like, you might as well, right? Like,
yeah. Good strat, everybody, that everybody should know. You can melt King Zora's red fire or red ice from the floor. You don't have to go all the way up to him.
extremely convenient.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing a setup here for King Zora skip.
This is a really fast setup, too.
Yeah, nailed it first try.
Yeah,
Extremely good.
That was really fast. Alright, so where's Shlongi going now? He's going back Child. He's got strength. Maybe he'll be going to Child Spirit now.
Heading to Nocturne. Not entirely sure what is up with that, but Synii seeing at the bottom of the lake is just a skull token, immediately rising back up.
Maybe he's going to Goron City? Or maybe he's going to River now. Yeah, because he knows those boots are in Colossus, so that would make sense for him to go to River.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
this is like the fastest place for him. So he can go
so
buy his beans and then go plant them.
Yeah, so Synii smartly, remembering that the Iron Boots, Way of the Hero for Desert Colossus, is a potential, so coming on over to Water Temple, and planting a Pharaoh's Wind and immediately leaving.
Yeah. I don't mind that, just because it's a pain to get back here. And I mean, he does have completion that he can, like, take care of.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
And he can't beat Water Temple. Like, it's just straight up because he doesn't have a long shot. So he can do
No.
a lot in there, but
Yeah, this is. I think this is partially a. I have the potential for Iron Boots to be Way of the Hero, but I know it's not a guarantee because of the Minuet Way of the Hero as well.
yeah.
So coming here, setting Pharaohs, and then immediately leaving, knowing that you have other things you can do, and then, you know, saving it for if you exhaust your options, because other things would be faster to do for sure. Like, I think the only thing he couldn't do at this point in Water Temple is is the boss itself. Everything else, I guess there is that one skull that you would need ISG to do, but
Alright. Epona's Song. That puts Forest Temple into logic.
imagine this is going back child and immediately heading to Deku Tree for Synii.
Yeah, probably. I can't even remember where Child Spawn is.
Child Spawn is in the market shop.
That was
I
so
believe,
long
the
ago.
potion shop.
Oh, Market?
I
I
think it's a
hate
market shop.
I hate Market Spawn. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, market spawns suck, but it is technically faster to do that than walk out, so...
Yeah. It's like my favorite adult spawns are definitely like on Death Mountain. Like Goron City, like adult spawn is like easily my favorite place to spawn as adult.
Yeah, getting any spawn inside of Hyrule Castletown while you start with Prelude is one of the worst feelings.
Yeah. How's the rando been so far? Well, Shlongster wandered around for like an hour with a barren check on his tracker that he needed desperately. So that wasn't great.
Yeah, there have been no explosives whatsoever prior to that bomb shoe bag that was on that bomb shoe drop that was on Skull Mask. So
Yeah. Well, Synii did get the bomb bag, but that was
also locked.
yeah,
Like,
really locked. All right, Shlong gets his irons. And now he's gonna go check the fairy fountain, probably clear out the rest of his waff.
yeah, meanwhile, Synii, as I expected, is heading on through Zora's River, heading straight to Deku Tree. Smart move. This will be your 4th dungeon clear, for sure. You can also get it done really quickly, on top of the fact, as well, that... I have a brain and can use it. On top of the fact, as well, that it is just... I think I said everything. Yeah, I was like, was there a third thing? No, it's fat. It's your 4th dungeon clear, and it's also fast to do. That's all you really need
Yeah.
for that situation. Like, getting there is slow, but it's a guaranteed dungeon because you literally just need a shield. Like that, and then even then you can clear it without the shield. You just can't get like one check.
Oh, Shlong's going to GTG.
I don't hate this from Shlongster because I was thinking if the Iron Boots was Way of the Hero and not Minuet, I feel like GTG would be like the play I would go for in that situation.
Yeah, but
I do think
it just
I do think
sucks
Synii has-
so much without a bow.
Yeah, I do think Synii has the right idea not going for it, for sure. I think setting up the Pharaohs in Water Temple as a just-in-case is a smart move, but not committing to it is even smarter.
Yeah, like,
And-
Synii could full clear GTG right now, right? Well, except for Toilet. I think everything else is because he has Hookshot, he's got Bow, he's got Strength 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's,
Synii could
that's
full
everything.
clear GTG. But yeah, no, as Zebra said, you get Mirror Shield, Long Shot, or Boomerang, and you are in go mode on the side of Synii. Hell, you could even get Hammer and be in Go mode technically, but that in and of itself is the least enjoyable option, I'd feel. So
Yeah, so any one item, and I mean he would probably love to see Mirror Shield most of all because he's already full cleared Spirit. Like all he has to do is climb to the top. He's already cleared all the checks in the dungeon. But
yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
and then after that he'll just be looking for like light arrows. But I mean, we know where they are, but he has like full access to them, and they're pretty early in Forest too. He just has to remember to like go down to the bottom first.
So far, nothing in Deku Tree for Synii. Shlongster having issue finding the hookshot target. It's lower than that. Shlongster, please. There it is, bud. You did it.
Yeah, that's true, Asmi. I mean, not Asmi. That's true, Zebra. Sorry, that's toxic.
Yeah, Jabu not just because of the fact that there's a shortcut, but Jabu would also be very fast as well because if you don't commit to going to those, if you know at this point that like you're just light arrows away from Go mode, then you know for a fact that getting Boomerang is just you go to the Deku Tree entrance, you clear Jabu, and then that's your sixth, and then you're done. And I do sincerely think that there is a good chance that Synii will just go to Forest Temple anyway because it's clearable. End up getting that check in the first place, and not even have to spend the time going to Ganon to get the light arrow hint. We'll just be good on that front. Nice side hop.
I like that. So, ooh, there's a big chest there.
Could be huge
We like
for
to see
Synii
that.
here. Aside from this, there's 3 other checks remaining in this dungeon.
Ooh, scale.
Okay.
Not
Scale,
great, but
yeah, that only gets you the freestanding Ruto's Lighter bottle in Lake Hylia.
yeah. And we know. Oh, there's a bunch of big chests in GTG maze. Oh, there's our
Another
last seed bag. Oh, there's
Alright.
all 3 slingshots.
Alright, Shlongster could potentially make up some time.
There's the other
That's
scale.
the other scale. Okay, so I did just realize something. Now we know where both scales are. There is the potential that one of the expected Go mode item, or Way of the Hero checks, is the Lakeside Laboratory, which Hookshot and Iron Boots does circumvent the need for Gold Scale for that, but it does logically expect Gold Scale for it. So, with that knowledge in play that both of them are accessible to Synii right now, there is the potential for that being on deck. I wouldn't put stock in it, but you can't, like, completely rule it out at this point.
Yeah, because Synii has letter, he just never turned it in, so...
Oh no, another ice trap for Shlongster.
So he's technically in logic right now.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
yeah. Ooh, I like that from Synii using the slingshot to stun Goma just to get the easy one cycle on Goma.
Yeah, if you don't know, the slingshot does stun Goma for longer. The Deku Nut strategy is only if you don't have slingshot, basically. Alright. And nothing in Deku
he did
Tree
King Zora
besides the
skip.
scale.
Oh, he's child right now, duh. But I meant he got Ruto's letter as adult, so...
Yeah, and then didn't turn it in. Oh, another
Yeah.
big chest for Shlongster.
Ooh,
There's
another bow.
his bow.
Oh.
Okay, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, and we knew that bow wasn't Wath in Spirit Temple, so yeah, that's just a bow.
Yeah, that could be the first logically expected bow, considering how early Iron Boots was technically accessible this seed.
I don't think so, because the ones in Spirit Temple were just as accessible. All you needed was Strength 2, and both of those were on logic, right?
All you needed was Strength 2, but I guess yeah, they were
Yeah.
both bomb locked. Yeah,
But
I guess
yeah,
they were.
Yeah, I
They
guess
were just as accessible, but the difference there is you get Bomb Shoes, you go to Zora's River, get a bean, pick up Iron Boots, then it's accessible. Versus,
yeah, that's true.
versus picking up 2 extra strengths and then picking up that bow. So either way,
I think they might have been on the same sphere then, right? Because both the strengths were hidden by like the same like bomb. Because you needed bomb bag to get bean, and you needed bomb bag to get both strengths. So it's just one step further on both sides. So I mean, either way, it's a way easier bow to get.
Yeah, comparatively.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does give Shlongster the chance to get these bow checks that he did miss, but you are still struggling at this point. And yeah, we're seeing Synii now head to... I'm assuming this is going to be getting opponents and going to Forest Temple.
Oh, there's more bombs. More bomb juice. Dude, there's so many gold chests in GTG.
And it was basically nothing, too. That's the worst part. Like,
Shlong, what are you doing? Oh, well, he's probably going to check courtyard.
He's got strength and bow. He can clear the dungeon now.
Yeah. But I was saying, like, why did he leave? He could have just continued on here and then done the courtyard after. But I guess he realized that. Alright, let's see what's on adult fishing.
I think this was like a blue rupee. I think Shlongster did this super early in the seed. Yeah, I think he did it super early in the seed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Oh, skull. Alright, Synnii's doing the backflip. Or the jump slash. Alright, Shlongster's doing the jump slash, sorry. Nice setup. Hot setup. So I imagine he'll probably check all of courtyard here.
Yeah, probably.
Just gonna do this first one. Alright, and we get on top of Lake Lab, but I don't think it was anything.
Yeah.
All these checks were just so long ago. But Synii will be
like,
able to do the Lake Lab.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, he's going in
if you were
now,
right,
so
yeah.
I think there is potential for it, but it's really dependent on what would it take their Shlong to win at this point. It would take Synii taking forever to find this last item that he needs to get go mode, and Shlongster just catching up on everything and and like rushing dungeons. But
I mean, Synii has 2 full dungeons completed ahead of Shlong, so.
yeah,
but I
so
mean,
it turns out it wasn't the case, and that's what I expected. But the logic was potentially there for it.
There's also ATZ Grotto. No one's checked that yet, but that's not gold scale locked, so.
ATZ Grotto.
Yeah, it's the dive grotto.
The Tech Grotto?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Never been
ATZ
heard,
Grotto.
Never heard of it referred to anything except for Tech Grotto, so had to think on that one. Well, either way, we're going to be seeing Synii make their way over to Forest Temple here, which will be the 5th dungeon on the side of Synii. Meanwhile, Shlongster is still without any sort of relevant... real relevant items here. So if it turns out that the last major item that Synii needs to clear any dungeon remaining is in here, there is a good chance that, well, at that point it'll basically just be over, because Synii will pick up the light arrows, and at that point we'll just go and clear the last dungeon, and it's GG.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard Dive Grotto, but I've mostly just heard Tech Grotto. Never heard, like, what was it, ATC?
ATZ. He's a rando runner.
ATZ. Gotcha.
Yeah, he was the best, like the #1 ranked randomizer guy for a while. Always made crazy plays and never got punished.
Damn.
Did Shlong check these field grottos?
Yeah, he did. We glossed over it because it was
Because he was just kind of wandering around.
yeah, he was just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that for a fact because the haunted wasteland baron was found in this grotto.
And the last one he just checked.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until I just saw it then. Shlong, just push the block. Wait, why is Shlong doing this again?
You already checked it, Slong. What are you doing?
Did he forget to check the skull on the wall?
He
Or did he
might
forget to do
have.
or did he forget to do something else? Like, yeah, he did. Oh, unless he checked it and it was something, then he wouldn't be able to get it. Oh, it was the boss key. Oh, that's what Asmi was saying. Yeah, Asmi said he had to walk back to it. That's right. I wonder if he's gonna finish checking the, Oh, he checked the skull on the wall after he dropped down? Or he, like, busted it first and then dropped down and then looked back up. Either way, that kind of sucks. Yeah, if I was Shlong, I would probably make the stupid play to just clear forest right now and head on out. But I mean, it doesn't really do anything because it's just, like, Shadow Medallion. I always make those risky plays where, you know, you clear half-clear dungeons and then leave. I mean, it's not that forest is super hard to get back to, right? Well, I guess it kind of is. Because it's all the way in GTG. Alright, Synnii's going to check the top. Oh, can you see it if it's a big chest from down there? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, you can see like the top of it, and you can see if it's a big chest or not. I don't know like the specific angle, but I know for sure that it's possible to see.
Okay, that's good to know. Shlong needs to do the play that is the opposite of what Synii does. Well, Synii is in Forest Temple right now, so... so, I guess he needs to just immediately leave, right? I was gonna say, like, it would be interesting if Synii, after he gets the boss key, decides to just beat the dungeon, but when he's looking for items, I doubt he will. Because he still needs that one more item, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any one of long shot, boomerang, hammer, mirror shield will secure.
Though, actually, beating Forest Temple will give him access to Ganon's castle.
That is true. Yeah. He will definitely pick up the light arrows, that's for sure, if he hasn't already done that.
Yeah.
But you know, with the light arrows specifically, you've got to just be thinking at that point, like, okay, you got to know one item from Go Mode. Any one of those 4 dungeons could be done at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see that zebra, but I don't know if that's what's going through his head. Because I mean, what can you check in Ganon's, right? I mean, sure, Light Trial's got a lot of stuff, but the rest of it doesn't really. I mean, there's 1 in Forest, 2 in Water, 2 in Spirit, 2 in Shadow. And then there's the boss key check. I don't know, I think it could be worth it. It's like half the checks. But, I mean, it's so risky to just, like, kind of wander, I suppose. Yeah, 7 checks. Oh, we got another big chest in the bow chest. Well, there's strength 3. That'll be light trial. So, yeah, Shlong can at least do things in spirit now.
Yeah. So
Which
Shlong
is
gets a
good for
little
him.
bit lucky. Shlong gets a little bit lucky in that regard. It's not out of the woods for Shlongster to make a comeback at this point, but it's definitely a case of yeah, Asmi has it right. You know, Synii leaves without getting that all the items that are needed to beat the Cedar in light trial. GG, Shlongster wins, but to have that actually happen would be, let's just say, the bout of fluffy luck that this seed had by having me end up showing up is something else. Another gilded for Shlongster.
Oh,
It's the
there's
mirror
a
shield.
mirror shield.
Oh.
Alright, so there's
So-
one of the items that Synii needs to win. Dude,
So that
imagine... Okay, now imagine if he does continue in Forest, and he gets that Strength 3, and then he goes to Ganon's and doesn't get that mirror shield in the next room.
Yeah, it's...
I mean,
At this
what are
point,
the
it's
odds
been-
of Long Shot, Hammer, and Boomerang all being in Light Trial, right?
It's not very high, but you have to consider it.
Yeah. And I mean,
But,
Synii
yeah,
is
no.
downstairs now, so...
It's entirely right now. Like, Synii sees this is light arrows, so like Synii now knows. Okay,
he's
one
going
item
back
from
up.
go mode.
Yeah, he's going back
Like
up.
one item from go mode. But like, if you are Synii and you get the boss key and you clear the dungeon and leave, you are locking off one of the 4 items you need to beat this seed. Which would give Shlongster at least a little bit of a comeback in this situation, because now he can clear spirit where Synii can't, but he still has so much he needs to do in order to catch up. Like it is so hard for Shlongster to get to win the seed right now, and Synii is continuing in Forest right now. Like I'm just not sure what.
Well, he doesn't
I'm
have a
just
boss
not-
key yet.
Yeah, he is gonna get it here, which will be basically the deciding factor. But even with that,
If Synii continues in Forest Temple after getting this boss key, then the seed's just over. Straight up.
yeah, 100%. He's gonna get Strength 3. He's gonna get Mirror Shield. At that point, he goes and finishes Spirit, and it's just done. It's over. Shlongster gonna be finishing up Forest here. We'll bring it back to 2 dungeon rewards left. A 2 dungeon reward difference for now. Synii will eventually put that back to
2.
sorry, 1
Yeah,
difference
there
for
you
now,
go.
but Synii will put that back to 2. But again, it's one of those cases of
Oh no, he's got the boss key. He's
he
leaving.
might be going to it. Yeah, he has light arrows. He might legitimately just be leaving.
I mean,
Yeah, he's gonna clear it. Oh no.
when you have
Oh no.
when you have light trial available to you, it's so tantalizing, right? To just kind of
But you
beat the dungeon and go full clear Ganons.
But you don't. But you don't though.
Oh,
That's the thing.
yeah,
You
that's,
didn't get
that's
strength
right.
3.
Sorry, I was thinking the other way around. I meant you have a dungeon complete. It's so tantalizing to just do it and then just be like, well, I can always come back. Because what if there's an item on Phantom Ganon, right? And I mean, we'll see that from Shlongster in just a sec.
Yeah, and we're also going to be seeing Shlongster probably immediately go to Spirit Temple here. We'll get the Way of the Hero in Spirit Temple, alongside of the fact he's going to be able to clear the dungeon outright, which will bring that to guaranteed to 1. And yeah, nothing on the boss itself. So Synii is going to be leaving Forest here and not be getting Mirror Shield.
Unless he goes back in.
Unless he goes back in. But I can potentially see Synii just leaving immediately, because a lot of folks do not like to check Deep Forest. It takes a lot of time, and there aren't a whole lot of checks there to do in the first place. So if you're trying to play for like the fastest seed, a lot of the times you'll see some of those runners make that play, not go Deep Forest, and they'll get punished for it. So
Yeah, so Shlong can full clear Spirit right now. So that's going to be something good for him. I mean, I guess.
Shlongster,
Go ahead.
Shlongster 3 rewards here. Synii at 5. Shlongster will get a 4th reward here, but again, you're looking at a situation where Shlongster still has to go through. Once he finds the hover boots, he's still going to have to go through. He's still gonna have to go.
Oh, he's going back into forest.
Oh, he's doing it.
Yeah, he's going back in. I guess he just wanted to like clear it out because he's gonna use his furrows.
He already has his Pharaohs set in. He's going to Water Temple.
No, he.
Oh no, he's saving it here. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's
Gotcha.
putting it back here just because this is a much bigger pain to get to. Is it than Water Temple? I guess it kind of is.
I mean, I don't know. Reverse Wasteland at this point would probably make it a quicker trek than going through Zora's River, but
yeah. Yeah, true.
Oh, we're seeing the GTG entry here, so this is good. This is great for Shlongster, because Shlongster's already cleared all of this, and there is nothing in here that will give Synii the last item that they need.
Shlongster didn't have Strength 2 when he came in here.
Oh, true.
And he also didn't have Bow.
Well,
he did. He got the bow in here. That's right. So he did check this. That's right.
Yeah, it's just the strength block at this point. If there's any of those 3 remaining items, hammer, boomerang, or long shot in there, seed's over.
Yeah.
But if none of those have it, then this is perfect for Shlongster because it gives him a chance to catch up. Because from here, he gets hover boots, he goes to Shadow, he gets Ruto's letter, he goes to Deku. Now he's ready to go in go mode.
Oh no! The Dynalphos jumped onto the ledge.
Oh, I hate when that happens. They're so hard to get down from there when they do that. They're actually an asshole.
Oh, I'll just shoot him with the bow. Why not?
Yeah, proper solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Synii right now is going to be seeing a bunch of these Gildeds, and he's going to be extremely upset because none of them are going to be anything he needs to clear the sea.
Yeah. Yeah, the only hope is that there's something in the strength block room. And I mean, it looks like that's going to be the last thing, because I guess because Synnii's going to be checking this way. Because he's
interesting going this way, but I don't hate it. I just think going around the left is cooler. Shlongster going to be picking up another wallet here.
Oh, I guess both of them have a lens now too. I forgot to mark that on the tracker, but not super important unless there happens to be something on the lens minigame.
Yeah. So right now we're just seeing both runners go through stuff that we've already seen. Oh, actually resetting. So I think he's going to go around the rest of the way through here. Yeah, in the other direction, which not entirely sure I agree with. I think you just go the left route.
Shlongster!
Shlongster, no! It's okay, dude. It's just the bow. It's fine,
Synii
man.
didn't check this, did he? Either. These torches. Yeah, because he didn't have Dins at the time.
Yeah, you're right. Didn't have Dins at the time.
Oh,
it's the boss key. Okay, so that in and of itself is good because now Shlongster can clear the dungeon. We already knew that he could, but doesn't have to keep looking for that at this point.
Yeah. Not super important for Synii that he missed it either, because he'll probably check it later when he, if he finds the mirror shield. Realizes he doesn't have the boss key, so. This is an interesting seed. It's funny how it goes from like, man, this is kind of one-sided to, uh-oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's still Synnii's game to lose for sure because we know Mirror Shield is currently off the table until such a time they go back to Forest. But
oh yeah, Synii is still way ahead. I mean, the fact that he only needs one item.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we're going to be seeing that silver block. So if any one of those is a Gilded that has Hammer, Boomerang, or Long Shot, this is over. This is done. It's finito. There's no way Shlongster catches up at that point unless you're dying 5 times to a boss like Bongo, who would do that, Fluffy. But
But I mean, Shlongster's like not that far behind, because as long as Synii just kind of walks around, you know, not really finding anything. I mean, Shlong's already like he's able to clear that one more dungeon, so he's gonna find his hovers in Spirit eventually, and then when he does, like he's just gonna go beat Shadow, and so there's Spirit Shadow done for Shlong.
And then when he beats Shadow, if he continues to clear things, he's going to get Rudel's Letter, which clears Deku, which again gets him to the 6 dungeon rewards needed. So it's not like he's in a situation where it's unwinnable, but it is entirely in Synnii's hands to lose at this point. Synii has to just go around and check all the wrong things while Shlongster continues down the pathway that is currently just being set for him.
Yeah. Like on Shlong's tracker, I see that he only has Zelda's Lullaby marked as his Sacred Forest Meadow. So I mean, he never marked. Oh, did he mark? Oh, he never marked his Requiem. But I mean, either way, hopefully he'll remember.
Yeah, so Shlongster gets the hover boots here. We'll head back into the dungeon. Yeah, he literally just needs to clear.
New checks.
So as Zebra said, Shlongster, if he full clears Spirit and Shadow, is in go mode at this point. So it's really down to if Synii makes the wrong plays, basically, where the places that he looks for an additional item just isn't anywhere where the items actually are.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Asmi.
One more chest. Okay, so we know now for sure that nothing in GTG will give Synii what he needs to finish the seed. So that is big for Shlongster, because now every second that Synii spends in here is a second that Shlongster is catching up. Now, of course, where Synii goes from here can still be huge. He could go back to Forest, pick up Strength 3. Could go back to Forest and pick up Mirror Shield. Could go to Water Temple again and try checking things there, because it could potentially be something at that point. It's entirely, like, again, this entire time we've been talking as if this is Synnii's game, and it still is his game to lose, but there is a path here, because Shlongster's on a direct path. And if that path is taken and Synii doesn't find any of those 3 remaining items that we don't know where they are, or the one where we do, then it's entirely possible for Shlongster to catch up here. But it's still such a huge deficit to get through. Like, I think it took Shlongster exhausting all of his potential logic checks to finally get the Bomb Chew bag. And I think at that point, he was something like 30, 40 minutes behind. So it's a lot to make up here. But Synii finishes up GTG and is now heading on over to Ganon's Castle, which, with no Strength 3, Light Trial's not there. And Light Trial has the same amount of checks as the rest of this dungeon. So, gonna have to see here if Ganon's Casserole, thanks Asmi, if Ganon's Casserole does in fact have anything for Synii.
Hopefully. Hopefully, you know, he's thinking. Like, because if it doesn't, it's just like, I mean, like people are talking about, it's just a matter of time. I like that rareware symbol is the mirror shield.
It's
the nice shiny symbol on the back.
Basically the high roll version of, a Gilded in Forest trial. This could literally be it right here.
Nope.
Oh, Big Gorons. Shlongster is safe for now.
Big Goron sword is nice, but it's not that nice.
Yeah. But yeah, the more Gildeds that pop up, the less and less chance. Another Gilded right here. Like, this could be it. Could be a bottle. It's an ice trap. But every single Gilded that pops up and isn't an ice trap at this point that gives you a unique item is one less Gilded that the remaining item that Synii needs to beat the seed is. So, not going to be able to get through this without fire arrows. So the other chest in Shadow Trial is off the table right now. Is rolling on over to Light Trial. Can't do it, so it's actually the Spirit Trial where they're heading. I forgot. And those are 2 more checks there, and we'll have to see. If it's nothing there, then where does Synii go from there? I imagine the answer to that will either be back to Forest Temple to full clear it, or to Water Temple. And again, I've said it 4 times, I'll say it a 5th. Every second that Synii is not getting one of those 4 items is another second that Shlongster is catching up.
And I mean, we only know where one of them is, so...
Ooh, a gilded.
There it is.
Oh, it's over. Yeah, at this point, Synii, you just don't even do this. You don't even do this. You pick up the hammer. You should be going to Fire Temple right now. You should just be going to clear that.
Yeah. I mean, he's already here, so I guess he's thinking, may as well. But yeah, he's absolutely just equipped for roars. Oh, to bring it back to Ganon's. So when he's done the dungeon, he can just use it to come back.
Yeah, that's fair. I would have just walked at that point all the way to the top, but yeah. So the only chance that Shlongster has here is, Zebra said, the boss key is very top of Fire Temple.
I don't even think that's gonna matter. Like, it doesn't take... I mean, if the boss key is at the very top of Fire Temple, Shlong still needs to clear all of Shadow Temple. Well, I guess the boss key and the small keys are both at the very end of the dungeon, so it wouldn't take that long to clear it, really.
Yeah, and Deku Tree could just literally be, especially with Dins, you just go in the Deku, and you just go straight to the boss. But yeah, I wasn't completely done. It's gonna take like the boss key being at the very top of Fire, and also some other shenanigans on Synnii's side happening.
Synii has to like drop his controller, and maybe his cat starts meowing to be fed or something.
Has to go into just a...
He realizes that the cherry's sitting in is a little too squeaky, so he has to like go fix it.
Yeah.
Maybe go on a nice Christmas vacation with his family.
This is a
not to be disrespectful or anything, but it's like, I mean, Shlong has to clear 2 full dungeons in the time it takes for Synii to clear 1, so...
Yeah. It is certainly not impossible, but yeah, this is, at this point, it is... You're giving it to Synii without something catastrophic happening here.
And I mean, like even if he does have to go all the way to the top of Fire, like, getting into Deku, like, still takes a while, because it's in Jabu, right? And so getting all the way there... Oh, boss key is right here!
Boss key is right here, so it's over.
Boss key is in the basement!
It's Jover.
Yeah.
It's Jover.
Actually. Yeah, walk past that key ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's over.
Yeah. Was that a soundboard?
Yes.
That is I think that is the only time. Yeah, he needs to get fairies though, because he's not going to be able to do 1 cycle with only like a 30-second timer.
It's BanjOver.
BanjOver. 1 cycle with 5 hearts. Well, he didn't have 5 hearts at the time.
Well, you do have big Gorons, though. Oh, his Goron tunic.
Oh, he does have big Goron sword, that's right.
He has Goron tunic. He literally didn't need to grab the fairy.
He got it so long ago, he just forgot.
Absolutely forgot.
I don't even remember where he got it, but it was a long time ago for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the Goron tunic was the Kokiri sword chest. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shlongster finishes up Spirit Temple, but you've still got a whole ass Shadow Temple to do and a deck retreat to clear. It's not looking likely.
Yeah. I think this is enough right here with the big Goron sword. Oh, he's still keeping on going.
I don't hate it.
I mean, it's better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely enough damage. That's a lot of damage!
That's a lot of damage.
It went. Well, he went to go equip the bottle to like bottle up the fairy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did equip Big Goron sword too. Duh. Like, oh, look at that. I usually like equip my Goron tunic like first pause after I get it. Like unless I'm like in crater, but.
Alrighty. Shlongster heading on over the Shadow, but at this point it's too little too late. That is the 6th dungeon reward for Synii. Light arrows, magic, everything you need to be Ganon collected. This is a matter of time at this point for Synii taking the W. Shlongster, if you fucking mark. Shlongster, if you go back and watch this VOD or if it gets clicked, if you fucking mark Bomb Shoes on Skull Mask as sold out Baron one more goddamn time, and I see that shit,
You know,
I'm gonna be disappointed.
You know, if Shlong actually got his like bomb shoes when he got that hint, he probably would have like. He probably would have won. Like he said he thought it was supposed to say bomb chew bag.
No, dude.
I see.
No, dude. Even if it says you thought it was supposed to say bomb chew bag, even if you thought that, why are you still not picking up explosives? Genuine question, because that's 10 bomb chews. That's 10. You could do a lot with 10 chews.
Was it?
You know, I'm pretty sure it said bomb chew 10 pieces. So
I don't remember. I mean, yeah, even then, 10 bomb chews is 10 bomb chews. I can't imagine Shlong doesn't like immediately just clear the dungeon and not come back. Because, I mean, he's basically in go mode now, yeah.
Yeah, no, he just needs to full clear Shadow to...
he doesn't have letter. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, letters. Like the very last check he would do in Shadow.
Yep.
Because it was in that that pot. 420 blaze it.
No, I think the magic was in that.
Was it?
Oh no, yeah, you're right. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was letter there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he could do reverse shadow, but a lot of people do reverse shadow just to like the Gibdo room or the Redead room and like in past the fans, and then they'll go do the rest from the forward.
Which I don't particularly.
We talked about that yesterday after the race actually. And I mean, if you do full, then that's fine. But and I mean, he has the iron boots to do so, right, and the hover boots.
We're gonna pull Shlongster in, and I'm gonna ask like, so Shlongster, why didn't you get the bomb shoes? He's gonna say, oh, I thought it had to be a bomb shoe bag, and I'm gonna hit this button.
Is this story based? Not this time.
Nah, I got hang on, I got the perfect one. Shlong will see it coming. Look at Synii back walking up there. Yeah. I mean, it's faster, right?
If you get the right angle, maybe, but even then...
Oh, yeah, because you have to, like, curve around.
Yeah, like, I think if you get the right angle to start, but even then you should not be back walking up the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Look at all these people not having to look down at the ground because they're not playing an N64.
Shlongster, that was your Din's fire, your Pharaohs, not your Din's.
Rolling is the same speed as backwalking.
That is true.
Site
basically.
sources. Is it true?
It's like basically the same speed. The main thing is you lose speed like from not being rolling, but like it still basically applies that like if you get to words hard. It still basically applies that like if there's a long distance to go, you backwalk the whole way because you're getting uninterrupted full speed. Whereas like rolling, you have those brief moments of not being at full speed. But it's way more important to optimize your rolling as it's way more important to optimize when you roll and when you backwalk as child versus adult.
Isn't optimal movement as child side hopping though?
It's like all sorts of box movement.
Yeah.
Side hopping is like frame perfect.
Oh, thank God! I thought Schlong's Furores was gonna warp him like to the other side of the boat. I didn't even see him lit. I was like, ah! All right. This fun little seed is coming to a close. I can't hear that. The Ganon music is too loud.
Yeah, Asby's right that frame perfect rolling is the same regardless of distance. But long distance RTA, you're not going to get a frame perfect roll every single time. So
yeah.
Like, just backwalk. But yeah, like side hopping is the fastest if it's frame perfect, period. But
all right. GG's 220.04. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine.
All right.
You can pull him in.
Let's go ahead and pull him in. All right, GG's.
GG's, I knew it.
GG's. Hang on, Shlongster. I got something here for you.
Yeah.
Let me just. Where is it?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so GG's. Obviously, the culprit here, Synii, was Shlongster. First off, it was a great seed to watch. I had a lot of fun watching this one. It would have been a lot closer though if Shlongster hadn't seen that bomb choose on Skull Mask and immediately marked it Baron on his tracker.
Well, the thing is, I knew it was bomb shoes, but I didn't, because you know how like you can get bomb, like you can only get bomb bag if it's not like just bomb shoe pieces.
Yeah.
So I always thought like bomb shoe pieces was Baron because I thought it was gonna say bomb shoe bag.
No, so the way that it works is functionally the same as how it did before they added the bomb chew bag item. The first bomb chew item that you get gives you the bomb chew bag. It's effectively a way for you to say like, okay, you've picked up a bomb chews. This is your bag. Now you can get bomb chew drops, from like plants and shit. So the first one you get is always the bomb chew bag. So I have one thing to say to that.
Was this story based? Not this time.
Yeah, it was definitely rough watching the first little bit of the seed where it looked like you were. Did you just like realize you exhausted like all of your options when you went back for it?
Yeah, because I've thought about the stingers and the skull mask being bomb shoes pieces, but like I had that in my mind like that's Baron because I can't get that because it has a bomb shoe bag.
Stingers was bomb shoes too. I didn't notice that. I thought stingers were rupees.
Yeah, so I just like immediately was just like, all right, I'm gonna check everything else, and then I didn't like think of it until it was my last thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It would help if I actually turned my mic on.
Oh, there you go. Welcome,
GG's, bro.
Synii. GG's.
It would help if I actually turned my mic on.
Oh, hang on.
Good
I gotta mute your stream audio now that you're talking on there. Okay, so Synii, we thought that Shlongster was gonna make an epic comeback at the very end because you needed one more item that was like a bunch of items, right?
1 of 4.
Yeah. So if you would have continued a little bit further in Forest Temple, there was the mirror shield.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was right after the bow chest on the blue Poe. There was mirror shield. So
Also, yeah,
and
Shlongster.
the bow chest was strength 3.
Damn.
So we were like, because Shlong went all the way through forest and got those, and then, you know, when you got the boss key, we were like, well, he's probably going to dip. And then when you went back in after beating it, I was like, oh, is he going to keep going? But then you just, Feroz Wind, you know,
Yeah, I
reset
set
and
it just
left.
in case.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so I
so
was like, oh, what if Light Trial has all the items that you're looking for? And
Yeah, at that point,
Yeah,
it
that
was
wasn't
like
bad.
the entire time I was basically saying that like every second that goes by here is just like Synnii's game to lose more and more. When you left Forest Temple, the thought process was, okay, Synii just has to make all the wrong moves here, and Shlongster has a straight line. Because at the point where both of you cleared Forest, all Shlongster has to do is full clear Shadow, and he can get the rest of his dungeons and be done with the seed. And then you had to make like all the wrong decisions, go to the wrong places, not find any of those 3 remaining items at that point, with Mirror Shield not being back in Forest. But it was still like super hard to do, because when you found Hammer and went to Fire, Shlongster had 2 full dungeons left to do, basically. So
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and that
Makes sense.
What the heck was that GTG? So many gold chests and all of it was crap.
Yeah, we saw Shlong cleared GTG like way earlier than you did, but we didn't see what was behind the strength 2 block, because obviously since Shlongster didn't find his bomb chew bag until like, or get his bomb chew bag until like an hour and a half into the seed, like we never saw like any of the bows. We never saw any of the strengths. No, there was the bow in GTG, but both of the strengths were bomb locked. And so it was just like one of those like, huh.
That's funny.
I had a look on the tracker where your other 2 possible Wath items were, the boomerang and the other hook shot. Both of them were higher up in Fire Temple.
Oh wow.
Ah, okay. So only 2 that you could find, really.
Yeah, so yeah, Mirror Shield. You found the hammer. Mirror Shield was in Forest, and then the other 2 were in the lower Boulder Maze and the Gold
Yeah.
Skull on the way to Pierre.
I just didn't want to go further in Forest. I'd have to do the block puzzle at that point.
Yeah.
yeah,
And there's only a few checks left. I was going to go to GTG for the density.
Yeah, I think that's what Lord Fluffy was saying too. Just like there's,
Yeah.
it's so hard to like convince yourself to continue in Forest when you can just beat the dungeon, and there's places to go that are just like way better.
yeah.
Yeah,
It all
There was
ultimately
higher
boils.
density I could do.
Yeah, it all also ultimately boils down to density, because Deep Forest is not very dense for the amount of time you have to spend actually doing it. Which, if your goal is, I completely respect it. To be fair, because you're 1 of 4 items away from go mode at that point. Who
Yep.
cares if 2 of them are there, if I can get 1 of the other 2 in half the time, right? Like, it's a completely reasonable thing to do,
No.
for sure.
I also laughed because, I mean, obviously you found those 2 strengths pretty early, Synii, but you didn't have either of your last 2 Waths at the time, the Goron City SFM, and strength was at both of
Oh, was
those
this-
locations.
Oh, was it SFM Wath?
Yeah, it was Wath, but we think
Ah, okay.
because the 2, I mean, could have been strength 2 for, you know, the second strength, but also ZL there and Requiem, so I mean, you never
I
know.
think Strength 3 had to be in Forest Temple.
It
Yeah, it
was.
was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, kind of hilarious seed.
Absolutely.
I think the only
Yeah.
the other thing I had written down for Shlong. Oh, I did have written down. I thought it was really funny that I think the only Wath you guys found was for Zora's River was in the grotto that had the hook shot in River.
I did
The
find
other one-
the other one, but I forget what it was.
Oh,
Desert
yeah.
River
Colossus.
was the first one I found.
Oh, it was in Colossus. That's right.
It was in Colossus, yeah.
That's right.
So,
Oh,
but-
okay.
I just laughed at that. Shlong, it was that Kokiri sword at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was I had a route and I just totally forgot to check that, and I was like, I realized that when I was walking as a child. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Did I even check this?
we saw you go back into the house, and I was like, what would draw you back to the house other than like, oh, I guess I must have just like accidentally forgot it, because we thought you were just straight up doomed. Like when we saw you when we saw you leave CAC as adult without that sword, we were like, is he just not ever gonna find it?
Yeah.
Because it's
Crazy.
one of those places that's like pretty difficult.
Yeah, absolute crazy thing about it is the only thing from Jabu you could have even potentially gotten was the bomb choose on Stingray.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I would have just followed through on like,
but that was
like, if I
the
would've
only
just
check
thought,
in
like,
Jabu you didn't get.
Yeah. And I didn't even have
Yeah.
a way to actually get in past the door at the time. No choose no
you
projectile.
can get into stingers, can't? Oh yeah, you can't. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Wait, you can't?
Well, you need a projectile or
Yeah,
a bomb
to
shoe
get
Oh,
past.
I had boomer, or I had
Yeah,
a slingshot. at the time.
Yeah, when
so you could have got in.
yeah. But I was saying Shlongster went. He just like checked everything except stingers, but you didn't have it marked on your tracker, I don't think. So I didn't know that you knew that stingers was quote unquote barren. So,
Oh well, I had it. I had it in my mind that like it was bomb shoe like items like for that and skull mask. I was like, damn
okay.
it.
Yeah, I was just looking at your tracker and I was like, well, did he not find a stinger hint? Maybe he doesn't know. It
Yeah, I
seems
got
really
that hint.
weird to get every skull in Jabu except that one.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it was just something. It was hard to keep track of what you guys were like seeing and not seeing at the beginning of the seed, because both of you were like, you know, where you guys spawned, it was just instantly just checking items and gossip stones like forever, and I was like,
Yeah.
I couldn't keep track of both of you guys, so I ended up missing a bunch of stuff. But
Oh yeah, and Hank, well, I cleared it out and then found the foolish hint after. Dang it.
yeah, it you didn't clear too much of it though, right? Yeah, you went in there,
Everything
but
that wasn't ZL locked.
yeah, you didn't have ZL and you didn't have bombs, right? So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I peeked this bomb chest.
oh, that's right. You found the bottom of the well Baron hint at the same time Shlongster was going into well with the ZL.
Oh no.
And so it was just really funny timing, because we saw you go in, get nothing, and then leave, and then later when Shlong went in, we saw you get the hint, and then immediately Shlong was going to the well, and we were like, oh, awkward.
Oh yeah, because I didn't have
was-
bombs, and when I checked that grotto just now, I was like, oh well, this would have been helpful.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
was
that-
that big chest I saw in Ice Trap that was ZL locked?
Yes.
What was it?
Or
Okay.
I think it was. Let me double check. While I'm double checking, there was another funny thing. It was when Shlong was going to bottom of the well, like you opened it up, and then you went adult, and then you like immediately went back to go to bottom of the well.
Yeah,
I think.
when I was opening the thing, I was like, shit, I forgot. I forgot to check if it was well or not.
Yeah, I just
That
go
could
check
be
it immediately just to get the info of what dungeon it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that chest called? Front center? No, that bombable chest. That's not it.
Underwater chest?
Oh, underwater.
maybe?
No, underwater left chest. That's on the left side. Freestanding key, compass chest.
Where was
Center skull.
Wait, actually, yeah, where was
Oh, underwater
Longshot?
front chest. Yes, it was an ice trap.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Wait, so where was a long shock or letter?
Letter was in shadow.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
it's
was
probably the
along-
pots
It was
room.
in shadow.
Yeah, it was in the pot. And
Gotcha, gotcha.
and the long shot was upper in fire.
Oh god, yeah. So letter would have been nice.
Yeah, I don't think we were ever finding that.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, the boomerang and long shot were one of the gold skulls
They're
on the
both
way to
hammerlocked.
Pierre chest, and lower Boulder Maze chest.
Wait, so what was where was Hammer again?
Cannons.
Oh,
Spirit Trial.
Ganon's.
Yes, Spirit Trial.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, good seed, good game. It's just
Yeah, GG.
every race there's something new to be learned, and now we learned something new about bomb chews. Very nice.
Exactly, yeah.
Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, Asmi is racing the Light Sword, and that'll be hosted by Pixel. So tune in tomorrow for another race.
Oh, snap.
Shlong, are you gonna continue streaming your seed?
Yeah, I'll probably continue. For
Okay.
shits and giggles, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of spoil it for you.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, good point.
We'll send a raid over to Shlongster then while you finish up.
Pug.
Pog. All right. GG's, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow for more Banjo race. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.